Good day to all of you. Myself, Dr. Arvind Sharma, Associate Professor in Physics, Government Dogar College, Bikaner. Today, we are going to discuss about the topic geostationary satellite. Geostationary satellite. What are the specifications of geostationary satellite and what are the uses of geostationary satellite? We are going to learn in this topic. First of all, what is geostationary satellite? A geostationary equatorial orbit. What is the geostationary equatorial orbit? Initially, we learn about it. A geostationary equatorial orbit is a circular geosynchronous orbit in the plane of the Earth's equator with a radius of approximately 42,164 km, measured from the center of the Earth. A satellite in such an orbit is at an altitude of approximately 35,786 km above mean sea level. From mean sea level, approximately 36,000 and it is at 35,786. Okay, so in general, it is you can remember as 36,000, but it is approximately 35,786 km. Okay, geostationary equatorial orbit. There are different ways how you can understand about this height and velocity of geostationary satellites. In next part, geostationary orbit is a circular orbit 35,785 km above Earth's equator, in which a satellite's orbital period is equal to Earth rotation period 23 hours and 56 seconds. There are two parts, height and orbital period of satellite, that is equal to Earth's rotation 23 hours and 56 minutes. A geostationary orbit can only be achieved at an altitude very close to 35,786 km and directly above the equator. This equates to an orbital velocity of 3.07 km per second. This equates to an orbital velocity of 3.07 km per second or an orbital period of 1436 minutes. Orbital period 1436 minutes, which equates to almost exactly one sidereal day, that is 23.934461223 hours, which is approximately 24 hours. The aptly tilted geosynchronous orbit is described in detail at an altitude of 200 kilometers. The required orbital velocity is just over 27,400 km per hour. To maintain an orbit that is 35,786 km above Earth, the satellite must orbit at a speed of about 11,300 km per hour. Because for tilted geosynchronous, what is the orbital speed? If it is 200 km, then the speed is 27,400 km per hour. Okay, so according to this, if height is 35,786 km, then the speed is 11,300 km per hour. Okay, geostationary satellites remain at the same position with respect to the Earth so that they scan the same place in a better way. Because its position remains same, Due to this, it has the property to scan the same place better. Scan the same place better. Therefore, the relative velocity of geostationary satellite with respect to the spinning motion of the Earth is 0 meter per second. Satellites that appears to be located at a fixed point in space when viewed from the Earth's surface. Satellites located in geosynchronous orbit moves in time with the rotation of the Earth. Geostationary satellites are located above the Earth's surface. There are different ways to define or explain the geostationary orbit and geostationary satellite. Satellites in geosynchronous equatorial orbit. This is the form GEO, small form of geostationary equatorial orbit. Satellites in geostationary equatorial orbit appear to be stationary over a fixed position in order to perfectly match Earth's rotation. The speed of GEO satellites should be about 3 km per second at an altitude of 35786 km. 3 km per second. Definition of geosynchronous satellite. Definition of geosynchronous satellite. Geosynchronous satellite is a geosynchronous satellite placed in geosynchronous orbit. These are the two different terms. These are this is orbit and this is satellite. Okay, geosynchronous orbit. Geosynchronous satellites is placed in geosynchronous orbit with an orbital period matching the Earth's rotation period. These satellites take 24 hours to complete one rotation around the Earth. However, the orbital plane for a typical geosynchronous satellite is generally not the equatorial plane. The orbital plane for a typical geosynchronous satellite is generally not the equatorial plane. The communication platform based on the communication with the help of these satellites are known as geosynchronous or networks. Most of the communication satellites are placed in the geosynchronous orbit. Description. When a geosynchronous satellite is placed directly above the equator, if you place it directly above the equator with a circular orbit and angular velocity identical to Earth. Circular orbit is same, identical, and angular velocity is also identical with the Earth. The satellite is known as geostationary satellite. These satellites appear to be stationary above a particular point, which is due to the synchronization. This type of satellite provides a distinct benefit of fixing the receiving antennas at one place, hence making them more economical than regular tracking antennas. Over the years, these satellites have helped in revolutionizing the global communications, weather forecasting, television broadcasting. When the orbit of a geosynchronous satellite is not aligned directly over the equator, the orbit is known as inclined orbit. Satellites in an inclined orbit appear to oscillate around a fixed point on the Earth every day. This is the point to be noted, that satellites in an inclined orbit appear to oscillate around a fixed point on the Earth every day, decreasing the angle between the orbit. Decreasing the angle between the orbit and the equator makes the magnitude of the oscillation smaller. This is very important point. Again, satellites in an inclined orbit appear to oscillate around a fixed point on the Earth every day, decreasing the angle between the orbit and the equator makes the magnitude of the oscillation smaller. NASA launched the first geosynchronous satellite, SYNCOM-1, on February 14, 1963, but it stopped sending signals due to some technical failures encountered seconds before reaching the final orbit. 5 months later, SYNCOM-2 was launched, effectively demonstrating the viability of the system, and SYNCOM-3 was used to transmit live coverage of the 1964 Tokyo Olympic Games to stations in Europe and North America. Satellite motion. Orbital speed equation. Orbital speed equation. What is the formula for orbital speed equation for geostationary satellites? Consider a satellite with mass M satellite orbiting a central body with a mass of M central. The central body could be a planet, the sun, or some other large mass capable of causing sufficient acceleration on a less massive nearby object. If the satellite moves in a circular motion, then the net centripetal force acting upon this orbiting satellite is given by the relation. We know that what is the net centripetal force? M net equal to mv square upon r, and what is m? M of satellite, mv square upon r. This net centripetal force is the result of the gravitational force that attracts the satellite towards the central body and can be represented as F gravitation equal to Z M satellite M central upon R square. Since F gravitation equal to F net centripetal force, both forces are balanced each other, or gravitation force gives the centripetal force. The above expression for centripetal force is, and gravitational force can be set equal to each other. Thus, because centripetal force is the result of gravitational force, M satellite V square upon R equal to Z M satellite M central upon R square. Observe that the mass of the satellite is present on both sides of the equation. These are cancelled. Okay. So our velocity V square becomes Zm central upon R, and V equal to under root Zm central upon R, where Z is constant. Okay, you everybody know about. And M central is the mass of the central body. What is M central? Mass of the central body. Okay, so by using these expression we derive it. In next lecture we continue this lecture. Okay, thanks to all of you.